What's worse than a zombie apocalypse? A zombie apocalypse full of Deadpools. You thought Deadpool was going to save the world? Think again. Last time, he woke up in the middle of the end times. Now he's facing the most terrifying enemy possible, himself. Hundreds of Deadpools, undead with punchlines, and one girl with a frying pan bat. Welcome to Return of the Living Deadpool. Our story picks up in true Deadpool fashion, with him getting whacked in the head by a stick. He crashes to the ground groaning, "Hey, who? What? Why are you?" But before he can make sense of what's happening, the girl swings again. Deadpool rolls away just in time and yells, "I surrender, all right? White flag, soiled shorts, just chill." The girl pauses, lowers her weapon and asks, Why aren't you trying to kill me?" Deadpool, confused as ever, replies, "I dunno. Should I?" Without another word, she walks off, casually wishing him luck. "You were just gonna leave me out here all by my lonesome?" He calls after her. "You were alone when I found you," she says. And just like that, a bizarre partnership begins. The girl's name is Liz, and as they travel together, she questions what Deadpool remembers from before. He's got amnesia, flashes of memory, bits and pieces, but nothing solid. But when a horde of zombies suddenly ambushes them, instinct kicks in. Whatever peaceful version of Wade was still hanging around disappears. He picks up a weapon and starts slicing. Liz gets grabbed by a zombie, it locks onto her arm, and Deadpool wastes no time. He hacks the zombie's limb clean off and shouts, "Unhand her! Get it! Unhand her!" Yeah, even during the apocalypse, the guy's still got jokes. Moments later, another zombie leaps onto Deadpool. He bashes it with a bat, yelling, "Home run!" as it flies through the air. But the situation gets weirder, fast. Suddenly, a group of Deadpools appears. Not copies, not clones, just more Deadpools. Deadpool naturally is thrilled. "It's me, a bunch of me. Hey, glad to see you guys. You may not realize it, but this place is crawling with..." One of the other Deadpools chops off his hand mid-sentence. Deadpool stares at the stump and mutters, "Liz, these are the guys you were warning me about?" She doesn't answer. She just grabs her trusty Thunderdome bat and starts taking them down, one by one. The duo flees the evil Deadpools, only to be saved by the most unlikely heroes imaginable, a horde of regular zombies. Turns out, even the undead aren't fans of knockoff Deadpools. As they catch their breath, Deadpool asks the obvious question, "What the hell just happened?" That's when Liz lays it all out. After the world was hit with a zombie outbreak, every hero fell, all except one. That last hero came up with a plan to end it. He developed a cure, injected himself, and allowed the zombies to eat him, hoping the cure would spread. It did, but not the way he hoped. Instead of curing the zombies, it transformed them into Deadpools. And that's how the Deadpool plague began. A disease far worse than the original infection. These infected Deadpools started rounding up survivors, dragging them to processing centers. That's just a nice way of saying they turn people into zombies, then into more Deadpools, fueling their twisted army. Liz's own family had been captured. They were on a train headed for one of these processing sites, and she was tracking it. Her plan? Blow up the train, save her family, and get them the hell out of there. But Deadpool, ever the unpredictable wild card, suggests a better idea. One that might just save the other survivors on board too. Deadpool lands on the roof of a speeding train and immediately gets to work, carving through the corrupted, evil Deadpools carriage by carriage. One head goes flying, another unlucky clone gets kicked off the rails screaming, "You suck." Even the pair quietly playing poker don't catch a break. Wade turns the table into a blender, then drop kicks what's left overboard. Watching them stumble around like bargain bin versions of himself, Deadpool frowns. "Since when did I get so dumb?" Liz guesses their brains never regenerated the way his does, which explains the zombie-level IQ. Past the zombie livestock car, they finally reach the survivor's coach. Liz reunites with her family, except her mom. Wade checks the next compartment and freezes. Liz's mother is mid-mutation, half walker, half red and black spandex nightmare. Even Deadpool has to whisper, "What the funk?" Liz hustles her family off the train, while Wade stays behind to end the nightmare. Every zombie, every fake Deadpool. Outside, the engine explodes in a fireball. As the smoke clears, Liz finally puts it together. The oddball she rescued is the real Deadpool. He strides out of the flames, hauling every gun and grenade the train carried, thinking, "This town ain't big enough for 2 Wades, let alone thousands." Their victory doesn't last. Another squad of Deadpools bags them and drags them to Deadpoolopolis, a nightmare city where conveyor belts process survivors into fresh red-masked recruits. Chaos is the local currency, so Wade turns the factory floor into a meat grinder, while Liz swings her Thunderdome bat like a pro. Amid the bedlam, they slip out and race for a resistance enclave, the fabled Deadpool free zone. Inside the barricades, Liz finds her family safe, but Wade discovers something else. A prototype device engineered to erase the Deadpool pathogen everywhere, wearer included. Liz begs him to find another way. Wade only smiles beneath the mask. Third time's the charm for heroic self-destruction, right? He steps in, triggers the pulse, and the plague evaporates. 99% of it, anyway. A few rogue Deadpools still roam the wastes. Suiting up in a spare mask, Liz shoulders Wade's katanas. "One Deadpool is all the world can handle," she declares. "Guess that's me now." With a final nod to the fallen merc, she strides into the ruined horizon, ready to finish the job and give humanity one last shot at normal.